Hi guys, myself Ananta working as a senior mobile application developer. Today I'm going to provide some of the best practices for React and React Native applications. Here I'm going through how to integrate ESLint, Prettier, Flow, and Jest Enzyme with the React Native boilerplate application. Let's start with creating a default React Native project. Open the terminal and locate where you want to create your default React Native project. Let's start creating React Native project. React Native init best practices. Wait for a couple of minutes creating React Native default vanilla project. Once done with the creating project, we will open in IDE and then we start integrating ESLint first. Here we are ready with the project. Let's open in the IDE. So let's start with the ESLint integration. To do that, I need to run a couple of dev dependencies for the ESLinting. So I have listed plugins for the purpose of this video. So let's open the terminal. Just add these dev dependencies. Open the package.json. You can see under the dev dependency it's listed. Next step, we have to add ESLint RC file. This file holds the rules for the linting. I have ready ESLint RC file which is used for all my projects. You can define your own rules by editing this file. For more information, refer ESLint documentation. So I'm going to add this file. I can see ESLint file has a wrong extension, so I have to rename the file to .eslint.rc. These are my standard linting rules. You can refer ESLint documentation to customize your own. You can scroll down to see different rule defined here for the purpose of the linting. Now you have to add script to work ESLinting in a package.json. That is, under the script you have to add lint ESLint, then directory in the application where linting should work. So you can create a directory called as app. This is a directory name, so you can create the directory. Sorry. So you created a app directory. All JavaScript file and JS file, X file defined under this file will be linted as per the rule defined in ESLint RC file. That's all about integration of ESLint. Let's move on to the next integration, that's a Prettier. If you don't know about the Prettier, then please refer. It's a very good code management library. You can refer Prettier GitHub repository for more information. I will share these links with you guys at the end of this video. To integrate Prettier, I need to add a couple of dev dependency again, so I have copied in my notes. I'm going to add these dev dependencies where Husky is used for the pre-commit purpose. Once it is done with these installing these dev dependencies, we need to add pretty rules under the script tag. So I define pretty rules. Then you have to add lint staged. You can see it runs yarn pretty and then it will add all JS files to your repository. Then you can add a pre-commit in the script. Under the pre-commit we are adding lint staged and yarn test. Yarn test is used to run the Jest. So that's all about the pretty integration with your project. Next step is to integrate with flow. When you open the React Native default project, you can see the .flow config. That means React Native by default comes with the flow config. So open this flow config file and scroll to the end of the file and you can see version just above 0.67.0. Copy this and we need to add a couple of dev dependencies. Let's say yarn add dev, that's one is flow hyphen bin at 0.67.0. This should be the exact number copied from the flow config. Then you have to add one more dev dependency, that's a Babel preset flow. Babel preset flow. There's some issue with the JSON file. So we have to select whichever latest version is fine. There's no issue with that. So I'm going with the 0.74. You can see latest version Babel, and these are added. Now you have to, since we are adding preset flow, so I can do one thing. You can find babel.rc and it's already added. By default it will not be there, so you have, if it is not there, you have to add it. Then go to the package.json. You have to add the script for the flow to run. Flow, that's a flow, flow stop, flow stop. That's all integration of flow. Next step is to integrate Jest. If you look at the default React Native project and go to the package.json, you can see Jest is already integrated with project. But to work Jest properly, you need to add couple of dev dependencies, especially from the Enzyme library. You can refer more on this Enzyme libraries from Airbnb guys in the link provided below in this video. For the purpose of this video, I listed plugins necessary for the integration of Jest and Enzyme in my notes. So I'm just copying pasting all dependency required for this project. $39. So it's just installing all the dev dependencies. Once adding these dev dependencies, next step is to configure Jest in package.json file. That's a, if you look at the 45 line number, this Jest is already integrated. So you need to specify exact location for the app just to integrate. So I will copy just integration and replace this. This is the same line which was there before. I'm referring setup file, just setup file. That's the just root directory, then just, then setup file. So we don't have just directory here, so I'm going to create a just directory. I also going to create a setup.js under the just directory. New JavaScript setup. I have predefined configuration in my notes, so I'm just copying over. And then I have to add a couple of scriptings in package.json. That's here. That's all we have done with just integration as well. If you look at the test match in package.json, it refers to any file which has an extension .test.js or .test.jsx will be referred as unit test file. Let's cross check everything is in right place. So Jest is integrated, flow is integrated, and Pretty is integrated. This is wrong about the linting. It's not link, it should be lint. So we have a Jest integration in place. We have a lint stage. Then we have to check in a babel.rc file. We have a flow, and then ESLint rc file. We have everything in it. That's all about the integration of these libraries. It's your challenge to utilize these library in best way as possible. I will share entire source code and important information in the Git repository. You can find the Git repository link below in this video. Thank you for watching this video. For any queries, please contact me at askap.yourquery@gmail.com.